晨晨伯伯你好，这是你的老师王老师。今天我要帮助你们复习我们之前学的课。好，我们开始吧。我们学的两个问题是你是哪国人，还有你去哪儿。So we talked about 你是哪国人, what country are you from, as well as 你去哪儿, where are you going. So let's jump right into the vocabulary. So here you'll see 国家生词. So let's talk about the different countries that we mentioned. So in this way, I will say the word in Chinese and then you can repeat it, okay? 美国，中国，菲律宾，菲律宾 That was a little harder. I'll do it twice. 韩国，日本，俄罗斯，俄罗斯。Awesome. So that's our vocabulary, and you can go back and study that. You can listen to it again and again and again until you're ready on to move to this next section, which is 说一说. And so here we have, here we're going to talk about the question, 你是哪国人？你是哪里的？ These are two different ways Chinese people could potentially ask you what country you're from. All right, and so let's get into how we would respond to this question. So you would respond with 我是美国人，我是美国人。So this is how you respond. Here we have 我 okay, 是美国人 I am American. So let's go ahead and continue on with the other countries. For example, if I was from China, or if you meet a Chinese person, sometimes if you ask them, 你是哪国人? They'll respond to you and say, 我是中国人。我是中国人。For example, Chen Chen Bobo, you guys' dad is from the Philippines. So you can say, if you ask him, 你是哪国人? Right? If he still has that Filipino identity, he might say, 我是菲律宾人。我是菲律宾人。Okay, so that's how you would say that. Now let's just move on and I'll go over the other countries and you can just repeat after me. 我是韩国人。我是日本人。我是俄罗斯人。Awesome. So that was the vocabulary and the sentences for 你是哪国人？你是哪里的？ Now let's go on to 地方生词. So these are the different places that we may go. And so let's look at some of the different places we may go throughout our week. 超市，超市。学校，学校。公园，公园。姥姥家，姥姥家。电影院，电影院。饭馆，饭馆。And remember, your mom said you guys sometimes say 餐馆, which is perfectly fine. It's really the same thing. 餐馆 maybe is a little bit nicer of a place, and 饭馆 is maybe a little bit more normal. And if you hear me in class, you know I studied in northeastern China. So in there, sometimes they add the R at the end of certain words. So you may hear me say 饭馆, because maybe that comes more naturally to me having studied there. Awesome. 说一说句子. So now we're going to do the sentences here. Okay. And the question is, 你去哪儿? 你去哪儿? So 你去哪儿 is where are you going? So let's look at how we would respond to this question. 我去超市. Okay, 我去超市. I'm going to the store, right? 我去学校. 我去学校. 我去公园. 我去公园. 我去姥姥家. 我去姥姥家. Now you guys, because of where your grandma is from in China, you guys call her 婆婆. So you can say 我去婆婆家. Remember, 家 is home. So 我去婆婆家. 我去姥姥家. These are all different places we go. 我去电影院. 我去电影院. Perhaps right now you guys aren't going to the movie theaters, right? A lot of movie theaters are closed. But I'm sure a time will come very soon when we can go back to the movie theaters. So you're saying, oh, I'm going to the movie theaters. 我去电影院.我去饭馆. 我去饭馆. I'm going to the restaurant. This one, you guys, is a very useful one as well. Okay, especially even if you're just in the house and you're rushing to go to the bathroom and your mom asks you, 你去哪儿? You say, 我去卫生间. 我去卫生间. And it's actually 我去卫生间. Okay, 我去卫生间. I'm going to the bathroom. All right, so now we're going to review our dialogues, okay? So I'm going to do a high voice and a low voice to try to differentiate the two. Looks like I'm in the way here. So let me move myself a little bit, maybe make myself a little bit smaller. Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to throw myself there. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to do a high voice and I'm going to do a low voice to try to differentiate the two. This first time, why don't you guys just listen? 你好. 你好. 你叫什么名字? 我叫鹏鹏. 你呢? 我叫大卫. 你是哪国人? 我是美国人. 你呢? 我也是美国人. Awesome. So this time, why don't we read it together? In the sense that I will read a line and take a pause, and then you guys repeat after me. All right? 你好. 你好. 你叫什么名字? 我叫鹏鹏. 你呢? 我叫大卫. 你是哪国人? 我是美国人，你呢？我也是美国人。Kind of messed up there at the end, right? It's the high voice, that last one. 我也是美国人。All right, so this is that dialogue between Peng Peng and Da Wei. So you guys can practice that. If there's not enough space, you can just pause it, right? And repeat after me, and you can move on. So let's go into the last dialogue. And this is between the taxi driver, who's Chinese, and an international exchange student. So the taxi driver is one, right? We know that because he asked, 你去哪儿? You're going to get in the taxi. So let's go between this international student and the Chinese person here. Okay. 早安。你去哪儿？我去哪个蓝色的学校。好，你是哪里的？我是美国人。你中文好好啊，谢谢。All right, so this time, why don't you try to repeat after me? I'll try to put a little pause in there. Okay. 早安。你去哪儿？我去哪个蓝色的学校。好，你是哪里的？我是美国人。你的中文好好啊，谢谢。Awesome. And so that is it, guys. That is all we have for this week. I hope that you guys found this particular session really useful, and hopefully we can do this in the future. Again, let me know what you guys need, if I went too fast, if I went too slow, and I'll try to improve these videos every week. See y'all later.